Bonjour, Émilie Talpin, OM System Ambassador in the US. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a big smile because I have the OM-1 Mark II and the 150-600. So let's get started. So yes, I got the camera and the lens a couple of hours ago. So this video is not going to be a review with samples because I didn't have time to do that, obviously. And most of those hours were actually spent sleeping because it was snowing and also night. So I didn't do much, but I'm out today. I'm gonna go and spend a lot of time with this camera. I actually was out in the White Mountain this morning, and I'm gonna show you my first, my first sample with this camera. But that's about it, and I'll do a proper review later. But I just wanted to show you the new camera and the new lens, and also tell you why I actually already pre-ordered the OM-1 Mark II and the 150-600. I am not saying that you should do it, but I just want to tell you why I pre-order this camera and why I think it's a good fit for me. That doesn't mean it's going to be a good fit for you. Some of you might be very happy with the OM5 or the OM1 and not wanting to upgrade, and that makes sense. So let's get started. Number one, this camera has the same processor as the OM-1, but one big difference is that there is more RAM in this camera. That's probably why we have new features that were able to be added to the OM-1 Mark II compared to the OM-1. The first one, and it's actually a couple of features that I'm really excited if you are a landscape photographer. I started with landscape with the OM5, which I'm using right now to record, and I'm starting to get hooked. And I thought, there is one thing that I'm missing. It is graduated neutral density filter. Super useful if you are a landscape photographer. And it just makes things a little faster, a little easier when you're out in the field. And I went out this morning, it was so cold. I went up the Kank, which is a famous road in New Hampshire, up the mountains, so cold, but the sunrise was so beautiful. And I was able to just get out with my camera and the 12 to 100 millimeter, which is one of my favorite lens. I love this lens, so sharp and so flexible because of the zoom. It was just like magic. You just, at the click of a button, press, you get the filters, you move them with your finger where you want them to move them, and then with the dials, you are able to angle the filter. So if, like in this landscape, it's not straight, I can angle it and it works so well. It is not gimmicky at all, not in my first experience. So I am so excited because it's one step less that I have to do in Lightroom, and I really like that. And the second thing that they did for landscape photographer in this camera is that they also improve the live ND filters. They added one stop, so now you can go to live ND 128, which is a lot. I'm gonna go and test that out up in the waterfall here in the White Mountains, so I'll keep you posted on that. But I'm excited. That just shows that OM System keeps on improving the product and what they already have and make them better. And then the last thing that is really good for landscape photographer is that already with the OM-1 you could do a high res mode, is that you could do an image that was 50 megapixels or 80 megapixels if you're using a tripod. And now with this camera you can do 14 bits multi-shots raw, which means that your image, there's going to be better dynamic range, so it's really going to improve the quality of your image. I can't wait to try it, so I'll keep you posted on this, but that's pretty exciting. More dynamic range, it's going to be obviously a sharper, better image. So yes, for OM System for allowing it to have this, putting this in this camera. Now I know I sound like I'm becoming a landscape photographer. I might, especially with now this new OM-1 Mark II. but I'm still a birder. I love to take photos of bird, and this camera really delivers in terms of bird photography. Why? Because first of all, they improve the AF. So you should see a little bit of a difference with the OM-1. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm out right now just recording this video, but I'm also looking for birds and I cannot wait to test it. And also one thing that is improved is the stabilization. Now it's 8.5 EV, which I didn't know you could, improve the stabilization of those cameras because they already are so good. I was able to handheld shots and do focus bracketing in macro, multiple shots, no problems, which is really, really impressive. So I think that extra stabilization is definitely going to be a plus for macro and for bird. And also if you are doing videos, right? Especially with a telephoto lens. The more stabilization you have, the better. So that is a big plus for me. And last but not least, if I have a couple of birds, I don't know if you can hear, but there are a couple of birds flying around today. You'll be able, if you have two birds in the same frame, you'll be able to now, if you are using AI Detect, decide which bird you want the focus to be on. So kudos for updating the AI, and can't wait to try it. And last but not least, it's gonna sound maybe strange for some of you, but the ergonomic is so important to me. When I first touched and held my first, actually it was a Olympus, it was the OM-1 Mark II, I just knew it was going to be my camera. I know it sounds strange, but that's really the truth. It felt so good in my hands. And the OM-1 felt great, but this camera, there is something that they've done with the dial. So they added extra texture right here. You can see, you can really feel the camera. It's just very intuitive. And that used to be the case with the EM1X, which is a great camera. It was just a little too big for me. I like the size of the OM1 compared to the EM1X. But here, those buttons, oh, so good. This is so good. You just don't trust me. Just if you can go and try the camera, do it because it is really nice. I was out this morning, so cold, my gloves on, and I was able to change the dials, zero problem. So I am so excited about this. I know it sounds like it's teeny tiny change, but it's like you buying a new car and you sitting in a seat. I mean, it's nice, it's nice, but you missing that little thing for your back, like that little cushion that some of the cars have. Well, here that's what's happening with the OM-1 Mark II. So this is very exciting, and that's not the only feature why I updated for the OM-1 Mark II, but this is really, really nice. And last but not least, that button that most of us don't use, the trash button, because you shouldn't delete images directly. What I do is I just format the card once I uploaded my card, which I do every day. So once my card, I know that all the images are saved, I just go and reformat my card. So this button, never touch it. So now they actually let you reprogram it so it is your menu button, which is nicer because now everything is accessible on the right, so it makes things a little bit easier. You don't have to move your hand to the left. So that's it. Those are the main points that I wanted to share with you to explain why I decided to order the OM-1 Mark II, and I think it's going to be a great camera. I'm so excited about all the features that I talked about, and I thought it would be a good topic of discussion for us. And if you actually want to go and see the camera, there are a lot of events all around the US in camera stores. They call them First Look, and you can go and listen to people like me. I'm actually going to be at Hans in 2 weeks. I'm going to put the link below so you can come and register. come and see the camera, come and see the new lens, come and meet me. And yes, I haven't talked about this lens in this video because I haven't tested it yet. I'm just out for the first time. But just first impression, it's super well built. It's bigger than what we are used to with macro four third, but it is 150, 600 lens. That reach is insane. And it's gonna have a place in my camera bag. I also pre-ordered it because I think for filming, it's gonna be great. And yes, the 150, 400 is still, it's still an amazing lens. It's not going to replace my 150 400, but for the people who don't have the budget for the 150 400 and want to have extra reach, I mean, fantastic, right? So I'm very excited to try it today and throughout the couple of weeks that I have it with me, and I'll definitely do a review on it later on. But for now, I want to thank you again for all your support. If you're not a subscriber, well, it's never too late. Click on the subscribe button, hit the bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And thank you so much for all your support. I truly, truly appreciate it. And if you want to go and support other macro four third photographers who are posting also awesome content online, I know some of you already know all of them. You can go and check us all this morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rob Trek is actually inviting quite a few of us on his channel. So come and say hi. And last week they also did another one, so you can go back and rewatch it if you missed it. But yeah, come say hi, come and ask questions. I love this event. It's always so fun to hang out with other macro photographers and to go and get to answer all your questions live. I am so looking forward to it. Again, 9 a.m. This Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put the link below so you can just click on it and come and join us. And actually, I know Jimmy is going to be there. And I know Jimmy also, he already reviewed this lens and the OM-1 Mark II. Great, great review. I really enjoyed it. I already watched it. And come and ask us questions. We can also answer them over there. So come and join us this Sunday at 9 a.m. I think we're going to have a great discussion and great questions. I cannot wait for it. And happy shooting. I know I'm going to have a great time because it's always fun to test new gear. So see you soon. Bye.